Hello guys, and we are here going to look at the gem situation first off. Now here's where you can really upgrade your character a lot, is through gems. Personally, I think gems are a really good idea. It's probably the best use of your berry, like at all. I mean, enchanting only goes so far when it costs like what? 500,000? So 500,000 berry is a lot of gem experience. But anyway, so we're going to explore. Now here's a trick I found on the Anime Pirates forum. I don't remember the specific link at the moment, but it's through Prodigy, because Prodigy is the maker of the English version of the game. Well, not English, it's in English, but it's some form of Asians that are running it, as far as I'm aware, one of those countries. So, what they said to do on the forum is, right now I have Fast Explore turned on. I just found out about Fast Explore a couple days ago. I don't know if it gives you better rate on getting the good gems. I've been using just the normal one-click Explore. But for this video, to save space and save time, I will do the Fast Explore. And all you have to do is, for Fast Explore, just click Open Fast Explore. And don't click this button, because I think this one makes it so you have to manually click on the city, which you may want to do if you think that'll give you a better chance after you've seen the video, but I'm not doing it. So, and then obviously you want 5-star and 6 stars checked. I mean, maybe you just want 6-star if you really just want totally hands off. But anyway, so after that you just click the one-click Explore. Now here's the Snow Mountain is the one that you want to keep your eye on, because according to what I saw on the forums, what they think helps is if you're only going to Snow Mountain and you're not going past that at all, like you're never getting the active volcano or Golden City, then what you should do is you should refresh the page, because there is a chance that basically how they decide if you go to the next map or not, it may be based off of information you give the server when you log in. So it might actually help you to refresh the page. Now, I've done that a few times and it seems to have helped me. It's the same with Treasure Hunt, by the way. Like, if Treasure Hunt, if you notice that you're only getting to the second city, like I get that all the time. And so I noticed when I refreshed that I got a better city. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to happen every time, or I mean, it's random, but basically what they're saying is that your spot in line or whatever information when you log in affects what kind of rewards that you can get. So, and right now we're not getting too much, but we did go to Active Volcano a few times. I know right before I started making the video, I went there like 3 or 4 times, where sometimes I'll get into it where I'll never get past Snow Mountain for 2 or 3 million. So, let me see. So right now we're doing okay, but we haven't gotten too far past Snow Mountain. So all that they say is, hey, if you're stuck, then you just click on refresh the page. And what they actually do is, if you're doing one-click Explorer or you're not VIP, to get the one-click Explorer above what I think we decided it was level 80, then what they also said to do is just stop at the 3rd map and then refresh. But since we're doing one-click Explorer for the video, I'm not going to show that. So, and I don't think it really makes a difference, judging on what I've seen so far. But anyway, so you just refresh and you'd come back here and click again and see if that helps your luck to get there. And if you still get stuck on Snow Mountain, then refresh again and see if that helps. And see, now we're getting more active volcano or whatever. And it could just be random, but I know it's kind of weird. I've noticed in the other games, like I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's Xiaizai or something. I'm not positive how you pronounce their name, but anyway, the XI games, what I've seen so far from their other games is that there is some determining factor, because if you spam click like in their one game, it's like enchanting. So if you spam click it, that you have a lower chance of it working than if you're slower or you take a break in between and different things like that. Now, with this, it seems kind of fishy to me how they do whatever they do to determine treasure hunt randomness and how they determine the gem randomness, because you can get into really long ruts, and that really doesn't make sense. If it's all random, it should even out. So the question is why wouldn't it even out for you? And I know I've gotten really lucky when I was trying this refresh method, and I ended up getting 2 6-star gems right. One was at the top where this yellow diamond is, and one was at the bottom, way at the bottom for the Explorer when I was using one-click Explorer. I'm not sure which one, if I like the Fast Explorer yet or not. Right now I really just need experience. I mean, I really would like to get a Titan Diamond, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be in the stars for me. But anyway, so that's this gem one. Now let's see. Oh crap, I opened it and I didn't. Let's see. Oh, see, I didn't really get much, so I got some of these, which a lot of you guys would like some of these. I know some of you have had really bad luck. Now it's about the level of the gems. Okay. So right now, on my protagonist, main character, I have higher levels than probably most of you guys have. Some of you may have it better than me, I'm not sure. But what you want for, if you don't have these 6-star gems, now these ones are good if your defense is over 4,000. I think, yeah, 4,000. Your attack has to be over like 5,333 to be able to use without the diamond in it, without the gems in it, to be able to use the percentage 6-star gems versus the 5-star number gems. Now, with mine, I try to keep, as long as I have these red 5-star gems, what I do is I make sure that all of these style of gems, all the number 5-star gems on all of my main 5 characters are level 10. So, and then I won't touch it, like Kea, because she's not a main character. I mean, she's not one of my main hitters, and I need the gem experience to upgrade the attack of my main hitters. I'll just have her magic defense level 10, 600, this one's 600, this one's 600, and you know, obviously this one's 3000 for the HP. Now, and notice for this, I don't have any gem experience in the physical attack, no gem experience in the critical attack. I only have gem experience in the magic gem, which makes it so she can heal. Now I suggest you keep this gem at a slightly lower level than your main attacker. Like, see, hers, I have Nami's because she's my magic attack. I have that one with a higher, more powerful gem because you want to do damage. It's all about, this game is slanted or tilted towards damage, because if you look, the physical defense at level 10 is only 600, when the physical attack at level 10 is, or level, in this case level 12, but pretend it's level 10. Level 10 would be 800, so there's a 200 point difference in that. So I'm assuming, unless they do something to make it so defense is actually worth more, it actually really favors to have higher attack gems. And that's why you notice, if you look at Teresa or if you look at Boom, they have one really powerful gem on their main attacker, and then their defense gems are actually lacking. But the problem is that defense gems don't do a whole lot, I mean, compared to how much attack will get you. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to have one main attacker and your protagonist in your crew. So right now, this part of the game, it favors like Sogeking, Mr. 2, physical attackers as your main hitter. So you want to get a high physical attack gem with your main hitter. Then you want a kind of secondary one with your protagonist because it can do high physical damage. And then with Nami, or let's see, if you have Nami, some of, like I know Mango use Zoro, or whatever your third hitter is, I just use something that's less because her value is not in the physical attack she does. Her value is in the fury reduction. So yeah. Anyway, so and then also you want to give, normally they want you to give your best items to your main hitter. Your best like hat, cloak, cloth, necklace, weapon, ring, magic. That's what you want to give to your main hitter. I do it to give it to my protagonist only because the defense bonus is more, so I'll use him more as a shield for my main hitter. Also, what was it? Okay. Also, just as a quick thing about items for your crew, like if you notice, my equipment's pretty much empty. There's like no equipment that I'm not using. If it's not good enough to put it on one of my 5 main characters, then I don't use it. And notice here on Vivi, I don't have any red weapon on her. I have a yellow weapon, and that's because it gives the potential is the only thing that matters on the weapon on a character that doesn't attack or doesn't use critical attack. You'll notice I have it enchanted a little bit, but that's just because my daily tasks required enchanting and I did the cheapest thing. But if you look, my potential of life is almost 600 because that's what makes a ring valuable to the character. So if you look here, your protagonist should have a ring that gives 200 some physical attack if you're using physical attack, and your book should have physical attack, and same with if you're using Sogeking, Mr. 2. If you're using that type of physical attacker, then you want him to have the physical attack as well here. But then the rest of them, I kind of take, I don't put as much burying because it's expensive to do the enchanting. I mean, not the enchanting, but the getting the potential through the blacksmith. So right now I have this 1,000 life one, and I just did it because I saw it had 1,000 life, and I'm like, I don't want to touch that again for a long time, so I'm just gonna give her one that's 1,000. And and also and as far as weapons go and armor, I normally give my 3 hitters the most. So right now she's wearing this, but I'm gonna move that over here to Sogeking. But so your 3 attackers are what you want to protect the most. Vivi is good too because she encourages you, which just gives you fury, and then she lowers fury on her rage. Now, normally in order of importance, I normally go main hitter and protagonist. I normally treat them about equal. It just depends on what the situation calls for. If I really need survivability, you want your prot to take most of the damage before it goes to your main hitter, because then Kaya hopefully will heal them if you're protecting Kaya. Now Nami I use, but I don't protect her that well, and if you look in some of my frozen formations, like this one, like I normally put her out front, she'll reduce fury for a while and just eat some damage while my prot and my Sogeking do a lot more damage, my main hitter. Now here, I really like this formation for the team battles especially, because I think that it works really well because he'll eat damage and Sogeking will eat damage because they have the higher armor. And also letters matter to the numbers associated with the letters. Like if you look, this one's 0.67, 0.77. You want to look at the numbers a bit to see who's your better defense person. So with this form, I like this, okay, say for team battles or on the battlefield it works nice. You have to kind of check to see what other people are using to see how to maximize your potential. But on the battlefield, I use this one as well because I want to keep my healer in as long as possible because the damage accumulates, and I want to keep my main, I want to keep Vivian here to reduce the enemy fury. And Nami's good too, but there's no extra place to put her to protect her, so she has to be, unfortunately, the first one to take the bullet. Now, what was I going to say? Okay. So, and also, I have a soul gem in here, these justice chains. Now, if you're not level 85 yet, I I went for the justice chain before level 85 because I'm thinking, oh, this is really going to help me get ahead and all that. But because whoever's not level 85 now is not on the top elite part of the leveling, the justice chains don't matter as much, so I suggest you wait till level 85 to spend your gold, because looking at these daily tasks, it really costs a lot of gold. Now, if you look, it cost me 60, 70 gold, a net loss, even getting these 7 gold here and 22 gold here. I still lost maybe 70 gold just getting it done normally, because I had really bad luck. And so it's really difficult to get the Hell Rosary frag, and that probably, for me, when I was getting them, it was taking me about 100 gold out of pocket to actually get that. So you want to save your gold for this. And that's what I do. Once you get to level 85, upgrade it, because you can also get the Justice Chain frag there as well. So you'll be getting double the reward for as much as you're spending, instead of spending it before level 85 to get the Justice frag, and after level 85, and spending after level 85 to get the upgrade for it. Another thing that you can spend on, since I was only going to do this on gems, but I'll do it on a couple other things, is you can spend it on the gold soul. Now, this is a good idea. Don't spend a ton of gold here. Now, let's see, it's only 5. Now, 5 gold, it seems like it's a pretty good idea, because this is one of the ways to get ahead versus people that are more on top of the leaderboard. But honestly, they're probably already ahead of you, so maybe you can catch up a little bit if they're not spending their gold or saving it. Now, what I normally do is, normally you can get about berry grow about 3 times with this. So there's 1, let's see, maybe it's just 2, maybe it's the initial and then 2. Yeah, so normally you can get about 2, I think, and 140 is pretty good. If you have purple, now here I'm doing the regular one. If you get a purple, okay, I got a purple, thankfully. Now, what I do, when I see a purple, I'm just like, wait, if you add all the rest of these up, you're barely going to make a purple. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9. So even if you got them all 20, even if you got all of these blue ones 20, it'd only be 180, which would be 18 purple souls. So if you get 18 here, it's like wiping out full 20s on everything else. Now, obviously, you want to try to maximize it, but what I do is I focus only on the purple. So basically, all these blues do not exist to me when I'm doing the berry grow. So I'll hit the button, and I'll get a 10. And since it goes 1 to 8, then I'm like, okay, I'm going to be able to hit it again. So let's see. So it's 14. So right now, I could try to risk it because it's 1 to 8. Or I could use, if you have a whole bunch of spare gold and you bought a whole bunch of gold, then you can use the gold grow here. I wouldn't if you don't have a lot to spend, like I did, and this is how I got ahead of everybody else. But it also, I really wish I would have had the Hell Rosary frag instead of this gold grow. But it did give me a nice advantage, but right now you're not going to get that advantage if you're not a top level already. So right now I'm just going to collect it because I get 14. So it's basically, and 121. So that's basically like I got 260 blue. So that's a really good take. And now I have 2. Now, if you are going to use the gold grow, I would suggest waiting till you have 3, because at 3, then you're going to get the equivalent of 600 blue souls, which that's pretty valuable in itself. That's 60 purple souls. So right now I could use gold grow, but I don't think it's probably worth it as much because I only get 4 more here, which is 40, and I can still collect all of these anyway. So I'll just collect. And so that one was like getting another 350 blue souls. So if you get lucky like this, it's really beneficial to you. And see here, I got another couple purples. Now this isn't normal really for me to get all these purples. And here, let's see how this works out. Like, okay, for demonstration purposes, you see how these ones are bad? I mean, these are not, because you can get 8. So if I got 8 on this one, or anything over 6 on this one, then they'll bust. But And so normally I would stop here, but I'll just show it for the demonstration of the video. Because sometimes you can get lucky, but I just don't suggest it. So let's see what happens. Oh, well, I ended up getting really lucky here, guys. So I ended up getting 220, so this is not a good idea to show you what not to do, I guess. But thankfully it worked out for me because I was expecting to probably lose them both because of that. So you can win big, but it's a lot more risk. I don't suggest it. I've challenged it before. Every other time I've challenged it before, I haven't done well, and I've lost everything. Production. Okay. So it's another thing people wanted me to touch on. Right now you can see I have nothing remaining, and I didn't unlock anything beneficial today except for the level 3s. Now, you can spend 20 gold to open this. I'm not sure if it's a good idea. It really depends on how much gold you have. If you have a lot of gold, or you're buying gold, then yeah, go ahead and do that every day, because that does help, unless you have everything unlocked. Getting Iceberg really helps at the beginning, because then you can unlock all the other ones faster. What they suggested to do, and if you look, I have both of these at 9. Well, the reason I have both of them at 9 and not a 10 and an 8 is to be able to get the items faster, is what they suggest to do to unlock the artisans faster is to go 1 here and 1 there. 1 here, 1 there. 1 here, 1 there. And I have noticed an increase in the number of artisans I've gotten versus just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's a really good idea just to go back and forth while, and this is key, while you're trying to unlock the artisans. Now, if you're on your last day and there's a specific item you're going for, either a staff or a ring, then yeah, you only go you only go 10 times through here instead of going either or, because you're getting something that you don't need. Now, I've been using on the last day, I've been trying to use now because camp got the good items before I could get them. I've been using the 2 gold to try to get some items. Now the chances aren't very good on that. On Mango's account that had a whole bunch of gold, I was using the 5 gold option, and when I used the 5 gold option, I got a lot of nice purple equipment here. I got 3 Sky Staff frags, and I got 1 Hell Staff frag, and I got 2 Justice Staff frags. So, and I think I was getting to level 7 or 8 every time, and with 2 gold I was getting to about level 7 every time. Now what I'm trying to do currently is I have 1 Hellring frag, and so I'm basically trying to get 1 more Hellring frag, and then I'm going to use 3, buying 3, so I get the Hellring. I'm not sure which is better to get right now for you guys if you don't have a Hell frag of either. Just trying to think if I could tell you guys which one would be better. Right now, let's see. If you're going to use Soga King, you're going to be using Soga King for a while unless you have Croc. What I'd probably do is this. I would look to see what kind of 6-star gems you have, because you're only going to use a sticks, like I've tried and I've tested a bit. Like when you're using an Angel Wand, you're not going to get to a point where your magic attack is high enough, or your magic attack is high enough to use a purple gem. Like I used it, but I was testing it and was hoping that I'd be able to get higher with Nami than I did, so it's not even worth it for me to use that versus a number gem. So if you only have red equipment, then it's not good to use, the percentage gems on that. So then you'll want this, you'll want to try to get the Hell Staff or one of these purple ones if you have a Sage Diamond. Now, if you have a Chaos Diamond, which is the critical attack one, then you want to try to go for the rings. Right now I have both, but I already had a Hell Ring frag, so I'm making it cheaper on myself and trying to go for the Hell Ring. And then once I get that 1 Hell Ring, then I'll just go for Staff the whole time, because I have some pieces. One thing to know, I did have a Justice Ring, and it was leveled up to like level 75 or something, and even on Crocodile, at level 75, it was not high enough to use a Chaos Gem. So you might need a Sky Ring frag for the better diamond. I don't know how it works. I don't have a Justice Staff. I wish I did. That'd be nice. But this Justice and Sky and Hellstaff, I don't have any of that. But I'm going to test it out on Mango, and then I'll be able to tell you because he does have a Star 6 gem. Oh, another thing, Treasure Hunt. Okay. On Treasure Hunt, okay, we can do it now. Now, I already got the headgear, so I'm going for a cloak. Now, I don't click too fast. Oh, now I'm getting lucky today. Okay. And notice this was after I refreshed, because the time before this, I went for headgear and I only got to Shelltown. So, it may have some impact about that too. But here for trading, normally they say save all your purple stars for level 85. Do not spend at all before it. And that's what I did. And it really benefited me because I got the Hell Crown and I'm close to getting the Hellwing frag. Now, the red stars, I use some to get this, the cloak. I use some to get Slayer frags to supplement my, which means, you know, to assist me in getting the level 75 equips. But once you've reached that point where you're like, I don't really need to buy red equipment anymore, then you just buy on the cheapest stuff. You buy the cheapest stuff right here. So you can get the Aristocrat frag, or you get the Spellweave frag, and then you buy 3, put it together, and then put it to the gift house to get favor and to get the charm. So yeah, that's probably a good idea. So anyway, I hope you found the video informative. Now I have to figure out how to stop the video because I haven't. But anyway, so I hope you found it informative, and I will talk to you next time.